Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of the Wildcat Watch. I'm Annie Hansen. Baker's music department is in full swing this year, and everyone has been very thrilled to be in the newly renovated Rice Auditorium. Wildcat Watch's Barry Baker gives a scoop on the first concert.
The Baker Symphonic Winds and Jazz Ensemble kicked off the year with their first concert last Tuesday night.
I thought it was stellar. I thought it was awesome. I thought the kids really did a nice job, especially everything that the band has been through to start this school year with being dislocated and having to practice over at the high school. They just did outstanding.
I think it went really, really well. The pieces were a little difficult, but we managed to work on them enough that make them real good. So they went really well.
Everyone was very pleased with the crowd turnout.
I was very pleased. I think we typically get about between 60 to 100 people in the audience. It's tough to say. It seemed like it was about that or a little bit more. Definitely seemed fuller than it has been. I think it being the first event in the newly renovated Rice Auditorium certainly helped, and I'm hoping that we're continuing to expand our audience base. I'm hoping that there's some new folks that came to the concert that may have not come other times that will continue to attend our concerts. Certainly was very pleased with the response that we received from the audience. I thought the concert was very well received, and I think the renovations in Rice Auditorium were also very well received. So there was a general just excitement over that performance in the new space.
I was really impressed with how many people showed up for our very first concert, and yeah, there was a lot more than I was expecting, so it was nice to have a good crowd to show off all of our hard work.
Dr. Chilla Lyler was excited about the concert being in the newly renovated Rice Auditorium.
It was fantastic also. I was so excited leading up to that. It was neat to see the new seating, the new paint, the new carpeting, the new light and sound booth. Even though we weren't quite finished with all of the work, it was still fantastic.
The music department schedule is very hectic.
Oh, some great stuff coming up. Starting this month on October 27th, the choirs will be performing their fall concert. And then in November, we have November 14th, I believe it is, the orchestra will present their fall concert, followed by the jazz ensemble on November 16th will present their fall concert in leading up to the jazz festival that we host every year. And that's all day on Friday, November 17th. And then, of course, we'll have Vespers, but not before we have also one final band concert on November the 30th. And then Vespers is scheduled for Sunday, December 3rd.
But the students and faculty are very excited for all that is happening.
We just got our new music, and I'm very excited to get started on that. And the pet band is really fun. So I'm looking forward to spending more time with that and supporting our teams. So,
reporting for the Wildcat Watch, I am Barry Baker.
Up next, we will hear from freshman Liam Barnsby, who has traveled to Baker all the way from Scotland.
Freshman Liam Barnsby has traveled to Baker all the way from Scotland and recently explained his journey.
So I basically originate from the Highlands of Scotland, so it's about, the capital of the Highlands is Inverness, so probably another 40-minute drive north.
He explained why he came to Baker.
So the reason I came to Baker is for track and field scholarship and also for cross country.
Barnsby commented on his first impression of Baker.
First impressions, I just fell in love with the campus.
He said he is planning on studying secondary education.
Teaching back in Scotland, it differs. So I'm hoping to learn and use those influences that I've got here, and hopefully if I do return back home, that I can use that as a life experience.
Barnsby shared what makes him different from other students.
What makes me different from other students here is maybe that I don't come from I mean, like I say, I can't speak for everyone, but I don't come from a very well-off background, so I feel that this opportunity that I've been given, I feel blessed.
He explained why coming to Baker is a milestone for his family.
I feel I'm here on a kind of a journey to hopefully better myself, but also to kind of make my family proud. I'm the first person in my family to go to university, so this is a very big stepping stone in our family, so I'm hoping that this is going to help influence many generations, and so yeah.
I'm Abby Brockman reporting for the Wildcat Watch.
Need help preparing for job interviews? Look no further than the mock interviews on October 26th at the Alumni Center from 4:30 to 6:30. Baker students will be able to practice one-on-one interviews and are provided with advice from Baker alumni and working professionals. Each interview will last about 30 minutes and includes an invitation to networking dinner. The networking dinner will allow students to meet alumni and potential employers who are wanting to help with the interview process and networking confidence. For more information or to sign up, contact Susan Wade before October 19th. The National Residence Hall Honorary recognizes the best RAs from across the country, making it no surprise that we have some Baker students as members. Robert Dowdy has more.
The National Residence Hall Honorary is Baker University's newest organization. Comprised of students in residence halls, the organization works at a national level to affect campus living across the country and is looking to work on Baker's campus.
We're working with Paul from down in the basement of the Union for the diversity stuff and things like that. So hopefully we'll talk to him here soon and have programs coming out with that.
The organization is still in its infancy on Baker's campus and is looking to bigger examples to find its place.
I've just found out that recently we got paired with KU in a way. I mean, we don't like go over there and do things with KU, but we got paired to figure things out through KU, like learn how to do the NRHH process and how they do their processes for the organization on campus, so we can kind of mold ours in their image.
If you're a student looking to make a change in campus living, you might just be NRHH material. Reporting for the Wildcat Watch, I'm Robert Dowdy.
The last lecture is an annual Baker University event where Baker University students gather in Rice Auditorium to listen to a faculty member where they have the opportunity to create a lecture if this were their last day on Earth. This semester on October 17, 2017, we had the opportunity to hear from Dr. Amy Wintermantle, and if you are a cut-in-the-whole-roof kind of person,
have a huge significance in our life. How are we treating them? Every shooting at it. Dr. Murray, do we need to take cover? We can't evacuate. I'm going to sit this up here and see if that helps. And it might be, this could be some type of remote control and I'm blowing up all when it does. There we go. One more. There we go. Perfect. Just when you think it can't get better, it gets better.
Hole in the roof type friend for me is a lifesaver. And it's the person that when everything is going great, they're there to celebrate great. It's when things are not going so great, they're there to either comfort or they're there to say, get out of your rut and get going. This isn't that big of a deal.
So whether you're this type of person or not, it is still an interesting topic and a great way to get familiar with the people who teach fellow students on this campus. The Baker University radio station is making a switch this year. Wildcat Watch's Nico Taylor has more about the new plans for the radio station.
Beginning this semester, Baker Radio is online only. The station can no longer be found on the dial at 89.7 FM. The new website for the station is bakerradio.org. Radio will continue to be on 24/7 and students will host their own shows. The website will have show times, host bios, and other information. Radio will still follow the same on-air guidelines even without the direction of the FCC. Baker Radio is excited about the new change and will continue to be a voice for Baker students and the Baldwin community. Reporting for the Wildcat Watch, I'm Nico Taylor.
For this week's Baker Beat, Wildcat Watch's Kelly Peltier asked students what they did over fall break.
Hey Wildcats, welcome back from fall break. I'm Kelly Peltier. For this week's Baker Beat, I asked students what they were up to for their fall break. Let's take a look.
break? Over fall break, me and a group of friends went to Lake of the Ozarks and we jumped off the dock and relaxed by the lake and just had a lot of fun. We went hiking and
I pretty much stayed here, chilled out at Zeta Chi, and I went to Lawrence, hung with some high school friends there.
I took some of my fraternity brothers down to my farm for our annual SIGET fall retreat on Saturday and Sunday. And it was really fun.
So I live in Lawrence, so I went home and I worked at the pool 3 days out of the 4 that we had off. So it was really boring, but I made some money.
And then I didn't go to class on Monday because they got canceled, which was a freaking bet. And then on the 2 days before, I went shopping and did stuff at home.
Was it long or was it too short?
It was too short, for sure. I needed more sleep.
I think it was way too short, so I wish we had a week off, and my friend who goes to Creighton had 10 days off, so dang, I wish we had that off.
It was pretty boring. All I did was really do homework and go to practice, study a little bit.
Over fall break, I went back with one of my best friends to Missouri because I'm from New Jersey, so it's like my second home away from home. So yeah, we pretty much just went out to go eat and I guess just played a lot of board games and stuff.
Was it really long or was it too short?
I definitely think it could have been longer though. It's nice to have a few days off from school.
I worked 36 hours over fall break. Just basically all.
There you have it, guys. That's what students were up to for their fall break. Reporting for the Wildcat Watch, I'm Kelly Peltier.
Thanks for watching. I'm Annie Hansen. See you next week.